In this video, we will be looking at the words of the great Sufi mystic Khalil Gibran and what he said about the nature of our being. At the end of this passage, we will be discussing the timeless wisdom that can be derived from his beautiful words. You are not enclosed within your bodies, nor confined to houses or fields. That which is you dwells above the mountain and roves with the wind. It is not a thing that crawls into the sun for warmth or digs holes into darkness for safety, but a thing free, a spirit that envelops the earth and moves in the ether. If these be vague words, then seek not to clear them. Vague and nebulous is the beginning of all things, but not their end. Life and all that lives is conceived in the mist and not in the crystal. And who knows but a crystal is mist in decay? That which seems most feeble and bewildered in you is the strongest and most determined. Is it not your breath that has erected and hardened the structure of your bones? And is it not a dream, which none of you remember having dreamt, that builded your city and fashioned all there is in it? Could you but see the tides of that breath, you would cease to see all else, and if you could hear the whispering of the dream, you would hear no other sound. But you do not see, nor do you hear, and it is well. The veil that clouds your eyes shall be lifted by the hands that wove it, and the clay that fills your ears shall be pierced by those fingers that kneaded it. And you shall see, and you shall hear, yet you shall not deplore having known blindness, nor regret having been deaf. For in that day you shall know the hidden purposes in all things, and you shall bless darkness as you would bless light. Khalil Gibran is sharing a deep spiritual truth, that we are far more than our physical forms and our true essence is vast and free. Here's what he's telling us. He begins with a liberating message. We're not limited to our bodies or our physical surroundings. Our true self is as vast as the wind and higher than mountains. This suggests our consciousness extends far beyond our physical form. He uses the contrast between earthly creatures and free spirit to emphasize our true nature. We're not like creatures seeking warmth or safety. We're free spirits that envelop the earth. Our essence is boundless and ethereal. He makes a fascinating point about uncertainty and knowledge. Vagueness isn't a flaw, but a natural state of beginnings. Life starts in mist, uncertainty, not in crystal, rigid clarity. What seems clear and solid might actually be declining or decaying. There's a beautiful paradox, he reveals, which is that what seems weakest in us might be strongest. Our breath, for this interpret as something so subtle, built our bones, that is something so solid. Our ethereal dreams built our concrete cities. The ending is particularly powerful, speaking about a future awakening. When we finally see and hear clearly, we won't regret our previous limitation. We'll understand the purpose of both darkness and light. The moral is profound. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience, not physical beings having a spiritual experience. Khalil Gibran is telling us that our true self is vast and unlimited, and our current limited perception is like a temporary veil that serves a purpose. This passage encourages us to look beyond physical limitations to our true spiritual nature and to embrace uncertainty as a natural part of growth, to trust that what seems weak might be our greatest strength, to understand that our current limitations serve a purpose in our development. It's a message of hope and expansion, suggesting that our current limited understanding of ourselves is just a phase in our development, not our final state. Have faith that greater understanding will be revealed when we're ready. I hope you have found this thought-provoking. All true mystics serve as beacons of light, guiding us back to a realization of our true self. Their words can be interpreted at many levels, but the core message is one of non-duality. In other words, that we are all a temporarily individualized part of the divine, slowly rediscovering from whence we came. If you enjoyed this video, please continue the discussion in the comments. Share and like, and remember to subscribe for more timeless wisdom.